All right, I hope you have joined us tonight. Good evening. We're here for our Team Google GM session, and I'm so excited because you're going to hear some really cool things that you can do in your business by using your X Factor. And I'll explain more about what that is in a minute, but we've got two amazing guests that are going to be sharing more about what they do. I'm Reagan Dean. I'm a National Marketing Director, 100 Club member with Juice Plus. I've been with the company for 12 years. And these two amazing ladies are on our team. And we've got Miss Melanie Simon, she lives in Boulder. Say hello, Melanie.
Hi.
And Melanie, she has 3 young crazy boys and an active husband, and you're going to hear a lot about her X Factor tonight. And then we've got Jamie Bischoff, who started out in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and then moved to Angola, Indiana, and she also has 3 very young babies, and she does some very, very cool things in her business as well. So let me just give you guys a little rundown on when we talk about X Factor, what that means. Most successful companies and people today are people who will tap into their X Factor, and that is their uniqueness, and that skill or quality, it's that makes them special. And so we kind of like to question the typical recipe game where everybody does the same thing on our team. We don't really like the notion that there's only really one formula for success. We know that that's not true. People are always innovating and making things more fun. And people that tap into their X Factor actually think differently, and they operate outside the box. So people that utilize their X Factor are people that think creatively, they're innovative. Again, they're thinking outside that box. So if you can also align your values and your strengths with what you like to do and put that into your business as well, you can really truly make a difference and be super, super successful. So I'm going to start out first with Miss Melanie Simon from Boulder. And Melanie, tell us more about you.
Well, Reagan said, I live in Boulder, Colorado. I have 3 crazy boys. They're 11, 9, and 8. And we started on our Juice Plus journey about 6 years ago and kind of haven't looked back. It was that one simple change that really made such a difference in our health, and I can't imagine if we didn't have Juice Plus in our life and if a friend hadn't shared it with me. And now I'm just kind of on this journey of really helping people and inspiring healthy people around the world. I love our mission, I love our company, and it's just a really fun place to be. I love when I first started this, I didn't know the difference between eating real, whole, healthy foods, and I didn't even really know where to begin, and a friend kind of locked arms with me. And what I'm going to share in my X Factor later on today is kind of how I'm doing that, and like linking arms with people and showing people how to eat healthy and how to cook and how to just really make it easy for them to really have and embrace a healthy lifestyle and make some healthy changes, one simple change at a time, or totally overhauling their health, doing it all together. So I don't know, I'm just really inspired right now to help people along in this health journey, and love what we're doing on our team, and kind of thinking outside the box and really getting into what we're really talented at and sharing that as a gift to the world, and kind of letting our light shine through really doing what we love and thinking outside the box, like Raiden said.
Well, Melanie, I know you like to have a lot of fun, and that's one of
I do. That's a big piece.
Yeah, you love to put fun in everything you do, and so I really admire you for that, because it's always fun to come by your house, and I always love coming by your house because there's always something yummy to eat.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, fun is really I love to have fun, and I think that when you're having fun, it's so much easier to attract people into what we're doing. And I love the idea that being healthy and eating healthy food doesn't have to be boring schmoring, and it can be a lot of fun, and we can do it together, and we can lock arms together and just I was so inspired by Jay Martin at the last conference when he was like, if you laugh and if you love on people, your business will grow. And just figure out how to do that, and you'll have what you want, and the people around you will feel great and about themselves, and we can build whatever we want, the life of our dreams, if we're laughing, keeping it light, and loving on each other, and that's kind of what we're doing right now. So
that's awesome. Well, just for a quick second, let's move over to Jamie. Jamie, tell us a little bit about you and what you like to do in your business and how'd you get here?
So I lived in Steamboat Springs for about 9.5 years. I had my 3 babies there. So I have boy-girl twins that are 2.5, and then I have an almost 1-year-old little boy, which is crazy. And probably, I guess about 10 months ago, we moved to Indiana. So now we're here living on the lake and just really meeting some new people and things like that. But I learned about Juice Plus when I was living in Steamboat. My sister actually introduced me to that when I was going through some infertility struggles. And it made so much sense to me because I knew I needed to do everything to get healthy that I could. So I started on it. It was about 4 years ago now, and with just the intention, I signed up as a distributor just with the intention of getting my product cost covered, which I did pretty easily. And then just about exactly a year ago, I was on bed rest with my 3rd pregnancy, and just like had this epiphany, like, I love these products. I want to do something for me. I want to inspire healthy living. So I contacted Mel and was like, I need to do this, So I started really focusing on my business then. And in the last year, I have just really put a lot into it, and it has kind of just changed my whole world, which is awesome. So I've done a lot, mostly on Facebook and social media in the last year, just because that's what I could do with 3 young babies at home and with the move and everything else. But, like Mel said at conference, I was so inspired by what Jay said as well. And I knew Melanie was kind of doing this thing already with these meal planning get-togethers with her friends, and I was inspired by that as well. So I kind of decided to just really start, I've got to meet people here, and that's the way that I'm going to do it, is kind of doing these fun get-togethers.
Yeah, so social media is great, but you still got to have a relationship with people eyeball to eyeball sometimes, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so, and then everybody can do social media together, so it's kind of a great circle, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we're going to come back to you. So, Mel, I'm turning it over to you, and share with us what you're doing. Everybody wants to know.
Okay, well, I'll talk a little bit about the X Factor, and then I'll share a little bit about what I'm doing. Reagan asked me to, a lot of you might already know this, but I'm doing a something that I call Mel's Monday Madness, and it's really fun, but it really involves me kind of doing something that I love, which is teaching people how to embrace a healthy lifestyle and teaching people how to cook. But it involves me doing what I love, and I feel like what I'm good at, and I'm in my element when I'm doing it. And that is part of, so when Reagan asked me to do this, I was like, okay, what? She'd asked me to share about what I was doing with Mel's Monday Madness, and then like last week she posts this thing, and it's like, okay, this is like, she's calling it the X Factor, and I'm like, am I on a TV show now? Like, what's happening? So I'm silly, and so I went and I was like, okay, I know X Factor means like, what am I talented at? But then, so I'm going to share my screen here, hopefully, with you guys, and I looked up the definition of X Factor. Hold on, I'm not as great at as Reagan is at sharing screens and things like that, but it's going to come just a second.
Oh, you got me on there. Hello. Oh, there you go. You got it.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
You got it.
Okay, cool. So I went and I looked up this definition. I'm like, okay, X factor. So the number, there's always a couple definitions. And of course, the number one was, oh, yeah, it's your special talent or quality that you have. But the second was a variable in a given situation that could have the most impact on an outcome. And I thought, oh my gosh, really, that's what I'm doing with what I do with my Mel's Monday Madness. And just really, like, what is that extra thing, your talent that you're putting into something that can just kind of, like, help you to attract other people. What I do is I send out a menu and a recipe list along with a shopping list. And what we do is I send it out on Saturday, and then everybody goes and they shop and they come to my house, and then we prepare our meals for the week together. It is so much fun. And I have to tell you that this was inspired by my friend Megan, and she wanted to do the Transform 30 program with me, and she was like, Mel, I can do the Juice Plus capsules. I can totally do that. I can do the shakes. I can totally do that. That's so easy. But she's like, I have no idea how to work my way around the kitchen. I'm so embarrassed to say that, but I just don't even know how to use a knife. I don't know how to chop. I don't know how to use a recipe. I don't even know what clean eating means. And I said, well, I put my recipe list together every week because it's just what I do. It's kind of taken me to the next step, which is really fun because I need this as much as the people that are learning and fresh and new to this. It keeps us all kind of accountable for what we say we're going to do, and especially when we do it all together. So she was sharing with me that she didn't know what to do, and so I said, okay, let's do it together. And so I started sending her a list, and the first week I did this, it was just the two of us. And we left and we were like, oh my gosh, in an hour and a half, we prepared all of our meals that we need for the week. I've always got something in my refrigerator on the go. You can see in these jars up here all the beautiful colors and all the beautiful meals that we have already. And all you have to do is throw a little dressing on it and you're good to go. So all these on the meal goes and on the go meals. And just really fun. We had a really fun time together. And then one of her friends, I posted something on Facebook, and one of her friends was like, oh my gosh, why didn't you tell me you were doing that with Mel? Like, I wanted to do that. And so we just kind of opened it up to everybody in the Boulder area.
So pretty. It makes me want to eat every little thing on that table right there. And I know that on your kitchen table, it's beautiful.
Well, and so much of the time when people are sharing with me about what they struggle with when trying to eat healthy is that they don't know where to begin, they don't know what recipes to use, and then they don't have time throughout the week. So I figured, well, what if we did it all at once and we prepared it at the beginning, and then you didn't have to think the rest of the week? And it works. Helps people stay on track. They have something that they can just pick up and throw in their bag and go if they have a busy day, and then pair it with our healthy shakes, and it's great. It's really easy for people, and so it just kind of snowballed after that. Like, we just started posting pictures of what we were doing on Facebook. We weren't posting pictures about Juice Plus. We're posting pictures of our product. We're posting pictures of all these beautiful colors and the fun that we were having together. And we come and we chat and we chop and we do life together and we help each other. If somebody doesn't know how to use something, or if somebody doesn't know how to cut something, somebody does, we all help each other figure that out. And I put this picture of here of my mom, this picture of the top. So we're doing this, and some of my friends posted on my Facebook page. They were like, oh my gosh, we need you to do this in Wichita. So I was like, well, I'm coming for a wedding. I've got Saturday morning. Why don't y'all come over? So, and my mom was so excited that I was going to do it with her. And I have to tell you that this is a picture of my mom, and she has been on this amazing health journey since she started Juice Plus 5 years ago, and is actually vegan now. And she went from eating 3 fast food meals a day to eating really, really healthy. But she's super intimidated about going to the grocery store. This is the first time she's been to a grocery store in 6 years.
What?
I have a picture of her. Isn't she cute?
Cute.
I I know, it's so cool. And this is my friend Megan down here in the right-hand corner that kind of started this whole mess in the left and the purple, and then Erin who joined us in the middle. And then here's on this next page a bunch of us on a different day that they got word about it and just kind of kept spreading. And look at all of us and all the beautiful colors, and everybody's having fun shopping together. And then what happened is that we involved the kids, and that kind of makes my heart sing, like, wow, if we can teach kids to chop and make zoodles out of zucchini. And I had my friend from Wichita that I just did this past weekend. She sent me a picture of her daughter eating kale. She's like, oh my gosh, my daughter is actually eating kale, Mel. I cannot believe it. Thank you so much. So it's really fun to kind of get these. Here's the thing is that doing these isn't so much about promoting Juice Plus, but guess what? It allows us to have a conversation. And I put on a One Simple Change video while we're chopping and getting started, and people get to see the information and they get to ask about the products and they get to ask me questions and we get to do life together. And it doesn't have to be a presentation. It gets to be really super authentic in what we love and how we're having fun. So here's some pictures of us kind of. Phoebe's chopping over there on the left, and that's my mom and I at the grocery store again. I cannot believe I got her to go with me. And then there's my friend Megan, who her eyes water when she when she chops the onions and the jalapeno peppers, and she heard this wives' tale that you put your head in the freezer. So there she is, putting her head in the freezer, and apparently that worked for her.
You can learn at your Mel's Madness. That's amazing.
Yeah, all the things I learned from Megan at my Mel's Madness, and she says she doesn't know her way around the kitchen. And I have to say, you guys, we've done this 5 weeks. Megan has done it every week, and guess what? She is facilitating, showing people how to do stuff now in the kitchen, and she was almost in tears when somebody was asking her questions and she knew what to answer. It was so cool. It was really fun.
That's awesome.
So a huge part of this, like Reagan said, is just having fun, doing what we're doing. And these are kind of the things that I'm posting on Facebook. It doesn't have anything to do really with Juice Plus, but allows us to have the conversation, and people are like, can you share your recipes with me? Absolutely, I can share my recipes with you. And of course, I send links to Juice Plus, my Juice Plus website. And of course, I say, hey, I understand that you're trying to eat healthy. Have you heard of Juice Plus before?
Hey, Mel, I have a question.
Yeah.
So when you play the video, when you guys are chopping and talking and all of that, how do you approach that? Like, do you just say, hey, I'm going to throw in this video?
Yeah, I say, I say, you know what, I just want to share with you guys that my health journey started 6 years ago with one simple change of adding Juice Plus to my diet, and I share it with all my friends that I love and I care about, and I want you to know about it as well. It's a great product that helps you get more. I know you guys are trying to eat healthier, and it just happens to be the simplest way I know. This chopping and dicing is great, but this is the insurance policy that I get every single day because we don't eat like this every single day, but Juice Plus allows us to. And I want you guys to know about it.
Mel, we have a question from Judy Lopez.
Yep.
She wants to know where you get your recipes.
I get, so all over the place. I have kind of found this love of finding recipes that I think look great and then either healthifying myself. My husband calls them mellifying. Mellifying my recipes and just making them healthier versions of what they were in the cookbook. I find a lot of my recipes online. I love Oh She Glows. I love, Reagan, the cookbook that you got me, amazing, what is it, Grateful, I Am Grateful Cafe.
Yep.
I'm Grateful Cafe. It's like a vegan, cookbook, but there's really some really simple recipes in there. I've kind of made up my own over the years as far as figuring out what ingredients I like and throwing them all together and then just putting them down and writing them in the menu and the recipe book for the week. I love Pinterest. I think there's lots of great recipes that you can find on there. And here's the thing is that even if I find a recipe, I know, that I can always substitute an unhealthy ingredient for something more healthy and can change it up that way.
Awesome.
So, yep. Oh,
So,
no, let me
will you share? You had a story where and I don't mean to take you off track, but you had a gal who the week before had heard about the Transform 30 while you guys were slicing and dicing, and she walked in the door, and I'll let you take it from there because you had a whole new group coming the next Monday.
Mm-hmm.
What did she say?
I'm kind of having a hard time recalling which person this is.
Had so many. Well, she said, "Oh my gosh, I love the Transform 30 because it really works."
Still having a hard time. I'm sorry.
You called me 2 weeks ago and you said, "Hey, I had this great thing happen where I got this girl on Transform 30, and then she came to Mel's Madness, and she walked in the door, and you had a whole bunch of people who hadn't even heard about Transform 30 yet."
Yes, I'm so sorry. I've had so many weird, strange things happen. Okay, so this is my neighbor, and she lives right next door. And we were doing Monday Madness, and she knows that we do it. And the week before, she had come. And this week, she wasn't able to come, but because she was getting ready to move because we bought her house, and she was moving to Durango. But she comes in, and she was like, "Oh, my gosh, I can't come and stay and shop, but thank you so much." She's like, "Oh, are you guys liking the recipes? And what are you guys making today?" And she was asking questions of the girls. And then all of a sudden she goes, she just started talking about, "Oh, and if you haven't tried the Transform 30 program, you guys, it is so great." She was like, "I've been on it for about 3 weeks." And she had made this doctor's appointment because she was she's about 65, and she felt like she was having growing pains. She was having a really hard time sleeping at night, and her legs were just really bothering her, and she did the Transform 30 program. She eliminated wheat, eliminated dairy, started on the Juice Plus products, doing 2 shakes a day and the trio of capsules, and she was like, "Mel, I canceled my appointment because I've slept through the night every night since I started Juice Plus. And she's like, I just feel so great." She was going through a really stressful time where she was trying to move all of her things, as she's lived in Boulder forever, and she was moving and picking up and moving to Durango, and it's really stressful, and should have been a time where, of course, she was losing sleep, but she wasn't, and she was so pleased and so happy, and it was really easy for her to share that in front of the group. And I think that that's what's really awesome about having an informal gathering and get together where everybody feels safe to share their story, and even without solicitation, even without prompting her to be like, share your story. It was a safe place for her to do that. And one of the women that was there, I'd been sharing Juice Plus with for a while, and she was about her same age, maybe about 5 years older, and she was complaining about arthritis and joint pain and all that kind of stuff, and it gave her what she needed to really jump on board. And now she's doing the Transform 30 program, and she's been at the last meal at Monday Madness. So
that is awesome.
It was really cool. Yeah. So I'm doing right now, and getting ready for the summer gathering. She has an list of events coming up. And I'd love for her to draw.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. So Jamie, she kind of cut out a little bit. She said that you have a whole list of events, and actually, I wanted to show. Melanie, go ahead and go ahead and click your screen. I'll let you go, Jamie, and then we'll come back to your face. But this is what you've got scheduled, which that's how you grow your business. I mean, awesome.
So I was am I
Yeah, you're on. We can hear you. Do you want us to show your slide right now?
Sure.
Okay.
So I was in hell doing Monday Madness that she had posted about and talked about, and after conference, I didn't do that. But for me, Mondays during the day or even really during the week work well. Number one, because all the friends that I have here they all work during the week. And so the factor is just me having my own at home to take care of that. I mean, in the all that craziness. So I can to start doing the Saturday group. Eat Healthy Saturdays. And we are just a group of ladies just getting together every Saturday. The timing is always different. The theme is always different. But we've kind of put together a summer calendar. And we so what I did was looked at, the core four that we talked about at conference and tried to incorporate different aspects of all of that. So I wanted to look at, not only healthy eating, drinking more water and exercising and things like that, but I also wanted to really focus on the stress factor, because I feel like that's something that I struggle with a lot. So I thought, if we can just add in a few things that are just fun things to do, then maybe it would appeal to a bigger group of people. So we're doing things like making skincare products one weekend. Like we're going to do body butters, and we're doing some yoga and aerobics things at the lake here at my house. And then we're also going to go for hikes and do some indoor kind of meal prep stuff too, where we're going to do healthy snacks for kids or lunch ideas when we get closer to school, and just different things and we're actually going to throw in one of Mel's meal planning madness days in there too, because I love that idea. So we're just basically what I did was put together that calendar, and I did an event last weekend and invited all of the girls that I know to come over, and I showed them, the One Simple Change video, and we talked a little bit about Juice Plus, and then we talked about this group and kind of what we're going to do with that. And some girls couldn't make it, but they're still coming to the events on Saturdays. And so my plan is to do the same thing that Mel's doing and kind of show the video and talk to them about that, but make it super casual and just a fun conversation. And I'm really excited. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and so far I have 5 girls that are committed and super excited about just about every Saturday that's listed. So I don't know how many people we'll have joining us throughout the summer, but if it goes really great this summer, then I'm going to just keep extending it throughout the fall and winter too. So I'm really excited. And I'm also, one other thing I wanted to mention is I created a group on Facebook so that we can all stay connected there. So in that Facebook group, we talk about, the upcoming theme for the week, and I give them, a detailed list of here's what you need to bring over, here's what we're going to do, here's the time, all of that kind of thing. So everyone's prepared kind of leading into the week.
Awesome.
Good job. Mel, I'm going to let you unshare your screen now so we can see your face.
Maybe.
So I'm really impressed, Jeannie, at how you have planned out from now and through the fall, and that is the key. And we talk a lot about on our team that you don't need to know who's coming yet. You don't even maybe need to know how you might run that event, but you thought of some really fun ideas that are exciting. And when you get there, you'll figure it out. And I'm sure throughout your week you'll be able to meet some people that you'd like to have come on along. So that's how you do it. So fantastic.
Thanks. What I love about this is that it makes it so easy for people to invite friends. It's not like they're inviting to a presentation or they're going to get lectured about all the things that they're doing wrong. But lifting people up and helping them learn something new and keeping it light and fun, and I think allows it to be really open for people to bring new people and bring new people in. So
I agree. I'm really excited about that aspect of it. You know, kind of leaving it open to the people that I've invited. I've said to them, invite your friends, you know, I mean, invite anybody that you want to come over. This is going to be, you know, just a fun Saturday thing where we can like get together, not have to worry about our kids or our husbands or anybody. And we can just like do fun things, and at the same time we're doing something that's really good for us, whether it's, you know, healthy eating or doing yoga to de-stress or relax or, you know, I don't know, get our heart rates up or whatever, but all of the different things are so fun. And I feel like that's just what it's all about, is really that added value kind of thing that we can provide to people. Before
that's X factor.
The customer, so.
Yeah, that's the X factor, and that's, you know, you guys are great at that. So I just want to really quickly open it up for questions. If you guys are on our webinar, you can actually type a little question in. We'll open it up for questions. And Melanie and Jamie, thank you guys so much for sharing your fun ideas and things that you're doing, and hopefully you've inspired some other people just to get out there and have some fun. Yeah, you got to talk.
I hope so. I hope so too. No, I hope we inspire people in that way. And you know, the whole thing about being an X factor and doing your talent or something that's fun and exciting allows it to be it's attractive to people rather than pulling people along to do something. You're attracting people who want the information and to get it when they're ready. And I think that makes all the difference in the world as far as building our business the hard way, or by pulling and dragging people along, or by attracting people into our business and allowing it to roll. And I think that the fun factor is a big piece of that, for sure.
So somebody else asked, do you share Juice Plus at your get-togethers? And the answer is yes, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Casually. Video. I mean, it doesn't have to be hard, right?
Yeah, it's just video and share why you love to share your story and let other people around the table share their story. So I'm always gathering with people that, of course, are on Juice Plus and people that aren't as well. So that makes it easy for everybody to kind of share their journey. And that's how we're sharing Juice Plus, is through our stories and showing a video.
That's the best way. Anything else you guys want to add before we go? Any other tips for anybody? Or
I mean, I'll just like what you said earlier, Reagan, is I just feel like if you plan it, you have to do it. So put something on your calendar and then figure it out, you know? I mean, that's the easiest way I feel like to get started, is just throw something on your calendar and then figure it out as you go. You know, invite some people, let them invite some people, and figure out the details as you're leading up to it a couple days before or whatever. But I think just getting something on the calendar is what really helped me.
Jamie, I'm super inspired by that as well, and I think you're brilliant by doing that. And the idea of what I think you've done is not just plan it and put it on your calendar, but you've made it public. Like, you have to do it. And that's pretty cool. I mean, that will really keep you motivated and keep going, because even if it's just just 3 people are coming, well, that's okay, but they're planning on being there, you know, and so you kind of have to go for it and do it. And
yeah, it's total accountability. Like, if you put it out there to a bunch of people, then you really have to do it, like you said. So
I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. We have one other question. Which video do you use? I know I use several different ones, but which ones do you guys predominantly go to?
Well, for me right now, the one that I'm doing when I'm doing my Monday Madness, because it's so short, sweet, and simple, and I like it, is the one simple change. Because I feel like that's what we're kind of inspiring people to do with that is, okay, let's, we're creating healthy meals and all that kind of stuff, but we're creating a healthier habit by cooking our meals at the beginning of the week and then having them for grab and go later on in the week. And that's a simple change, so I feel like it fits right into what we're doing. And it shares the Juice Plus products, it shares the research, all that kind of stuff. And I like that. I also love Holly's video because it's super inspiring and it gets the emotion going, which I think a lot of people can identify with her story, whether they have children or not, or just busy moms, that kind of thing. And that tends to be a lot of who I'm talking to right now is busy moms who have kids, they care about their kids. And I think her story relates to a lot of people like that.
Absolutely. What about you, Jamie?
Yeah, I would say I use different ones kind of depending on who I'm talking to. If I know ahead of time, I can pick a video that I feel like pertains most to the group. But like Mel said, because we're kind of on this path of one simple change, I've been using that as well. I love it. It's super direct to the point. It makes sense. So I really like showing that one.
So I see this question. The question about when you invite people, are you telling them that you are going to share Juice Plus? Well, when I share my recipes and my menu and the shopping list, it comes with Juice Plus information on it that says this is the Transform 30 program, and this is the clean eating program for that. And it talks about the Juice Plus products right off the bat before they even get the recipes and that kind of stuff. So that's how I'm doing that, so they can choose or not to show up. They know that it's Juice Plus. All my friends, everybody knows that I do Juice Plus. They know it's part of my life. They know it's what I do. And if they don't, they are going to be, it's shared with them right off the bat with that first link and with the information that comes in the recipes and the menu. Nobody once has given me a scowl about me sharing Juice Plus for 5 minutes at a 2-hour recipe meal madness when they're getting all of these wonderful, amazing meals to go home with. I'm just adding so much value that I share. Our company pays me, like the reason that our company pays us to inspire healthy living. That's what I'm doing with this, and I'm allowed to do this because I'm allowed to do this for free for you because I share Juice Plus. And we're on a mission. It's not just about a product. We are really what we say we are, of a really inspiring healthy living around the world, and it allows us to do what we love and help people in other ways than just Juice Plus.
Do you see that other question there? Heather's asking if you having a limit to the event size, like what happens if 20 people show up? And I put on there that you do have people RSVP.
I do have people RSVP. Let me know, because my house is tiny, guys. But I haven't had to turn anybody away yet, because what happens is that life happens on Monday morning and there's 4 people that don't show up, which I always have a folding table in my garage ready to go just in case somebody brings a friend and it does get out of hand. But it can get a little bit crazy, and I've thought about, like, especially for new people, like if you, instead of making the whole menu, you decide, okay, we're going to make 3. And then you keep it simple. And purposefully, I try to make the recipes very, very simple. And I'm also starting to repeat some recipes, because you don't want to have to make brand new recipes every week. It's not sustainable for people. And so I want them to be able to learn and get good at some of the recipes that are their favorites. And so I'll put, repeats on there every week.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, I think we're out of time, but thank you two girls for inspiring us. You both are amazing. And I know that I'm really excited to get moved and be able to do some really fun events at my house too. So thanks. And if you guys have further questions, just post it up in our team Facebook group, and we'll be happy to get back to you. And one of us three will answer your question for you or do our best to do that. So thanks so much. Go schedule some fun things like yoga at the lake, or Heather's Madness or Judy's Madness, or whatever you guys want to do. I've had people that do Hike for Health. I mean, what's your X factor? What is it you like to do? Go do it. Share Juice Plus. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.